CLIC Connect. I'm your host, Craig. Guess what? Season's almost a wrap for us. This is our second to the last show. But before we bring out our guest, who is an industry leader, and this is a first-time appearance, I would like to thank our good friends at Red Roof Franchising. They've been a production partner with us since the beginning. Give Matt Hostetler a call. He'd love to hear from you. They make a great alternative brand. You know, they're world-famous economy brands. They've got a new prototype, dual brand. They've got an extended stay that is doing great. And they've also got a soft brand for you boutique owners out there that need a little help. Give Matt a call. They'd love to talk to you about their red collection as well. So with that done, I would like to welcome Greg Hegger, COO of Fox Fold. We're going to be talking about hotels. We're going to be talking about sustainability. We're going to be talking about things we've never talked about before. A product that's going to save you time and money as well. Okay. Greg, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, Craig. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. You know, we just met for the first time a few months ago at a conference. So,
by a pool in our bathing suits.
Well, it was the Slow River Run. So yeah. You know, this was a great product. And before we dive into the questions, would you do me a favor and please tell the audience about yourself and your company?
Yeah, sounds good. So I'm Greg Hegger. I'm one of the co-founders and the COO of Fox Fold. We are reinventing toilet paper and facial tissue for hotels. Our benefit is we help hotels save about 50% in cost for tissue, and then we avoid all that unnecessary waste for both toilet paper and facial tissue.
Love it. Love it. You know, the hotel industry, like so many others, sustainability has become something of a must-do. And I think there's also a lot of financial rewards with being sustainable. You know, money, time, a few other things go along with that. How did you guys come up with Fox Fold? Because I got to tell you, and I'm going to show you a product right now, one of them. And this is the facial tissue container. And that facial tissue is great. It's 3-ply and it's not paper. It's from a grass product. So
that's right.
Yeah. So how are you helping with sustainability?
Well, so what we found, Craig, I used to travel a lot for work, and so did my business partner. And we, in staying in hotels, we find that we're always greeted with that like big white glowing roll of toilet paper whenever you check in. And we started wondering, well, what happened to that half-used roll? So we were lucky. We had some friends in hospitality that either owned hotels or worked in hotels. We interviewed about 10 different properties. And the majority of the time they said, yeah, it's a cost of doing business. We got to throw it out. And the reason you throw out that toilet paper is you can't recycle it, right? It's water soluble. Some go in the staff room, but you know, if you've got 4 or 5 staff rooms and 500 rooms, you do the math. The staff can't go to the bathroom fast enough. So we audited all these companies, and about 50% of their inventory was going right in the garbage. So one, yeah, that's terrible from a sustainability perspective and your scope 3 emissions, but also just from a cost perspective, you're having to buy all this product, you're having to store it, and then you're throwing half of it away. So wildly inefficient. And so we convinced these hotels to move to a folded format where you pull one sheet at a time. It exists in Europe. There are like plastic versions of this, and the tissue quality isn't there. So the format is being adopted. It just wasn't the quality that was right for North America, and especially for a hotel. So we partnered with a phenomenal agency out of San Francisco called Box Clever. They're the product design firm behind like Away Luggage, Caraway Cookware, Nebbia Showers. And they became an equity partners of ours, and they helped us design these beautiful dispensers that are all metal, they're customizable, really slick finish. And then we built out our own tissue converting lines to make folded bamboo toilet paper. So super easy assembly, really easy to store, phenomenal price point, right? Our packs of paper are the exact same cost as what you would buy a roll of toilet paper, right? And now you don't have to throw out all of that inventory. So that was the first product, Craig, and we started selling that in, and general managers are like, this is great. If you're going to solve my toilet paper problem, can you solve my facial tissue problem? And we're like, what's your facial tissue problem? And as everyone knows, you've got the cardboard Kleenex box with the lid on it. You pull one at a time. When that starts to run low, unfortunately, you have to throw all of that away because you don't want to risk, the guest running out. Those boxes aren't cheap. They're about $1.50 to $2.50. So we built the world's first refillable facial tissue dispenser. It's spring loaded. It's what you were just holding up there. So again, you save a ton of money. It's all bamboo and no waste.
The other thing that I like too is the packaging.
Yes.
For the refills. And the package itself is recyclable. So I think it's a lot easier to store a lot of these than it is the cubes or the full, tissue size box. And you're right. So much of this does go to waste. I mean, I've got to say, out of 100 hotels, there's maybe 3 that are stacking this stuff and taking it over to the Midnight Mission, a homeless shelter, something like that. So it's ending up in a landfill somewhere, and you're killing a lot of trees also for no reason.
We did a lot of back of house tours, Craig, and I won't name the hotels. Right? But, we saw piles and piles of clear plastic bags with full rolls of toilet paper, right? Mountains of this stuff in the back. Yeah. And it's just, it's completely unavoidable by just switching out the format. Yeah. Much like the industry moved from the small little soap and shampoo bottles to the dispensers on the wall, we're kind of taking a page out of that book and moving to a bit more of a larger wholesale first in, first out system.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing that I like too is, I mean, the quality of the container that you sent me is amazing. It's metal, it's heavy, it's beautiful. It's also my favorite color. Black's just easy to wake up to. But, it's one of those things that it's also a decorative statement, and it looks good in a room, whether it's the bathroom or the bedroom, in a suite, at any hotel. It's a very high quality product. What are some of the efficiencies that the hotel is going to get? I mean, everybody's they're always thinking ROI. What's my return on investment on this? So what are the efficiencies and what is the cash back? How is that going to add to the bottom line of a hotel?
Yeah, it's a good question. And, you talked about sustainability, and like sustainability is key, but there's less of an appetite if it's hugely expensive and the ROI on it is multiple years. And we get that, right? People have to run a business. Yeah. The beauty with our product is that it actually saves you money. So from a cost perspective, let's just look at unit to unit, right? Our paper, both our toilet paper and our facial tissue, is at or below what hotels are currently paying right now for the consumable, right? And so you're not having to spend more money. If anything, you're going to save money. And then you don't have to throw all of that out. So you have huge savings from a cost perspective. Then storage-wise, I wish I'll send it to you, right? But stacks of toilet paper and those facial tissue boxes versus our stack, you're fitting almost twice as much product. And there's a boutique hotel that we're working with. Their storage facility is literally a closet, right? Like we're like, here's where the towels go, here's where the chemicals go, here's where the toilet paper is, and it's literally a closet. Like, so if you can save me 50% in space, we'll do it just for that. So that's just another massive benefit. And then I'd say that the third thing is from a housekeeping perspective, right? Everyone can visualize the cart with all those rolls of toilet paper in the boxes. There's a finite amount of space on those. Yeah. So in our model, what goes in the room stays in the room. You don't have to take the toilet rolls out. You don't have to throw them out. You have to separate anything. You don't have those boxes that you have to take out. So it's just far more efficient. And it happens to also be very sustainable, right? Like reducing all that weight is great. Waste is great. And then moving to bamboo, which grows 15, 16 times faster than regular trees. To us, it was table stakes to move to that type of renewable plant.
Well, and the facial tissue is 3-ply. And I believe the TP is 2-ply. That's right. And this is soft as can be. And again, I'd like that, a grass product, which is what bamboo is. versus a wood product that, you're up in Canada, you got a lot more trees, okay? But we need trees.
We don't want to cut them down. We don't want to cut them down.
Exactly. Not for facial tissue and toilet paper. No.
Sure. That's exactly it. To your point, it's a grass. It's like a weed. The thing with bamboo, and I didn't know this, but when you cut bamboo, more bamboo grows, which is great, right? So as long as you're harvesting the bamboo and you're growing the bamboo ethically, and it's FSC certified, and what I mean by that, Craig, is let's not clear cut forests to plant bamboo, because that defeats the whole thing, right? And so we have all those certifications. We work with fantastic partners. One of them is the largest bamboo manufacturer in the world. And so as long as you're doing it that way, to us, it's an easy solution versus regular trees.
There you go. So let's consistency and quality. Okay. Hotels in some areas are a step ahead of everybody else. Other ways they're not, but everybody's always looking for consistency with their products coming to the hotels and to be out in the rooms and the quality. How did you guys go through that design process, for the containers, and how did you go through that process with the manufacturer of the end use product?
That's a good question. And I can tell you that I have so much more respect now for hard goods, for hardware, right? Like everything from a fork to this computer that I'm looking at. And what I mean by that is the process from napkin drawing to, product design, CAD drawings, prototyping, tooling, the assembly line is a massive, massive process. And so we were incredibly lucky when we got Box Clever to help us with the whole product design and engineering portion of this. And these guys are world-class. They've won tons of awards. They're one of the top design agencies in the US. So we were in really good hands partnering with them. And then the second thing is we then partnered with an American company called Stephen Gould Corporation, which helped us with the actual manufacturing of this, building out all of the assembly lines and getting all the raw materials. These guys are massive. They've been absolute stars to work with. So we felt really good with the partners that we had. We iterated this thing, probably 10 times to get the right product. Everything from the lid, the cartridge, the easy assembly against the wall, how it can withstand pressure, right? So if someone pushes down on it when they're getting up from the toilet, all these things that we stress tested, we felt really good about this being in a high volume place. Now, on the paper side, again, same thing, right? We went to so many different manufacturers, converting facilities. We did the feel, I'm not a taster's challenge, but the feel challenge to make sure we had the right softness of bamboo, because some people get scared. They're like, bamboo sounds like it's going to be rough. The fibers are a bit bigger. Right. And so it took us well over a year to find the right partners and to get the right raw materials to make it. And again, I can tell you, I won't name the hotel, but there was a general manager that we're working with. He said, listen, I don't care if it saves me money. I don't care if it's sustainable. If it doesn't feel like the amazing toilet paper that I have, I don't want it. And we got him to do almost like the blindfold, feel challenge. And we passed his test. So we felt really good after that.
I love that story, and that's one of the things I love about this industry. There's always a great story behind everything.
And characters, amazing characters.
Yeah. Oh, we've got amazing characters and the brightest and the best. I got to tell you, I worked other aspects of commercial real estate before I got into hotels, and this is just the brightest and the best. Everybody at the property level, everybody at the ownership management side, it's the lenders, everybody. Your product dispensers now. How much of a lead time? You've got a new hotel coming online. Okay. They obviously need the product, but they need the dispensers. How much lead time do you need, say, for a 200-room boutique resort where these things are going to go? But I'm also thinking these are also very applicable to the economy stay at our friends at Red Roof or something in between as well. That, so how much lead time do you need? What's that process like of placing that first order and then, getting it
Yeah.
dialed in for monthly deliveries of the
Well,
product?
just on the point there, like from, this is like, it's a luxury product. It also works for any type of hotel because while it's great quality, there's cost savings for any type of operations that you run. But in terms of lead time, listen, we're operational right now. We're installing hotels right now. So for the facial tissue line, we have titanium, we have chrome, we have matte black, we have matte cream. So we have all these different colors in stock and paper in stock. And then on the toilet paper side, we have a matte cream, a glossy white, and a matte black, and the corresponding toilet paper. So we can send that right away. Installation is really easy. We can also do customizable colors. The minimum order quantity for that is only 200.
Wow. Okay.
We've got great partners.
Yeah.
And the lead time for that, honestly, it probably takes us a month to make it. And then we've got to get it over to you guys. So really, it's not a long time.
Nice. Now, I'm assuming, and please correct me if I'm wrong, that you are distributing just in North America at this particular point in time, and the idea is to go to Europe, the EU, and the UK, and then South America, Asia Pacific, Africa. Pretty much that order, or
Yeah, exactly. We're not thinking too far ahead right now in terms of international expansion, although it is on the roadmap. So right now we're servicing Canada and the United States. Our distribution comes out of Canada. We're working with distribution partners in the US as well, and we also ship direct. The reason, Craig, we're just focusing on North America, there's a couple of things. One, there's a lot of hotels here, right?
Yep.
We just launched. We've got more than enough to chew on from a revenue perspective. So there's a massive opportunity. The other thing is there are a lot of things to consider distribution-wise, inventory, packaging, languages, legality. There's a lot of things that, frankly, we want to make sure that we properly service our customers in North America first. And then we'll start thinking about expansion after that. So it's on the roadmap, but slowly but surely.
Absolutely. Now, what about importing to the United States? I mean, there's some hurdles there. It is easy, but there are some hurdles there. I used to, buy furniture from a Canadian furniture manufacturer because it was just better quality than anything else that I could get, and it was really easy for them to get it across the border. So I'm assuming that that's pretty much the same scenario for you. It's very easy to get it from Canada into the United States.
Very, very easy. Yeah. The trade between Canada and US is, you know this as well. There aren't too many complications there. We have warehousing both in British Columbia, but then also partners down just south of the border as well. So that hasn't been an issue yet. And
Love it.
Hopefully the relationship between Canada and US stays strong.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, I love our northern cousins. Okay. Greg, it's time for our lightning round. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I've never done it before, and I don't know what this is, so I'm just going to blurt stuff out.
Okay. Producer Danny's going to put 2 minutes on the clock.
Okay.
First thing just word association. So just the first thing that comes into your mind, starting now. Favorite sport?
Soccer.
Corvette or Porsche?
Porsche.
Movie or play?
Movie.
Bamboo.
Sustainable.
Mother Earth.
Needed.
Recycling.
Important.
Streaming or cable?
Streaming.
Hotel lobby.
Oof. The One Hotel here in Toronto.
Ooh, nice choice.
Beautiful.
Best restaurant in your city?
Union on Ossington.
Okay. Favorite vacation location? I like that rhyme. I really do, Danny.
Favorite vacation location. I'm going to pick Central America for that.
Nice. Guess what? You did that with 58 seconds left. Congratulations. Matter of fact, here's a round of applause. Greg, what one thing would you like the hotel community to know about your company, and your product?
So I want them to know that there finally is an alternative to the roll of toilet paper. It's not the hotel's fault that all these rolls of toilet paper go in the garbage. There's no alternative product, right? And frankly, from a hygienic perspective, you don't want the roll that was touched by the last person. So I'd want them to know that we're finally bringing an appropriate solution that looks phenomenal for hotels. It's a great guest experience. It's super soft. It also happens to be really sustainable and save you money. So I'd want them to know that there is finally an alternative solution in the tissue space made just for hotels.
Love it. Love it. Greg, thanks for joining us today. How can people get a hold of you and start ordering your products?
Well, Craig, first I want to say thank you to you and CLIC Connect for having us. We're really honored to be here. So thank you. You can check us out at foxfold.com. And you can simply request a sample. We'll send it to you. We'll get on a call. We want you to touch and feel the product. And that's it, foxfold.com.
Perfect. Greg, thank you. We're going to have you back again soon. I appreciate your being here. And I love your product, okay?
Thank you, Craig.
I'm a user, okay?
We'll get you some toilet paper as well. We'll get you some toilet paper dispensers.
Sounds good. I like it. My friend, thank you for being with us, and I'll see you soon. Take care.
Thanks a lot, Greg. Appreciate it.
Thank you to our audience. But before we say goodbye, I want to thank our good friends at Red Roof Franchising. Give Matt Hostetler a call. Telling you right now, these guys are moving and shaking and getting deals closed. So if you want to find a great alternative brand, give Matt a call. You know, their world famous economy brands are there. They've got a new prototype, dual branded, that's doing well. They've also got an extended stay property, and you know, extended stay is the darling right now in hospitality. There's more demand for extended stay than there are actual extended stay hotels. And if you happen to have a boutique brand and you need a little help, give them a call. They've got their red collection. They can help you with that too. So give Matt a call. Tell him producer Danny and I sent you. I want to thank you for joining us today. This season is almost over. Producer Danny and I are going to take a little bit of a vacation, and then we'll be back with all new episodes. But remember to subscribe and smash that bell on our YouTube channel so you're notified of updates. You can follow us on LinkedIn, X. You can follow us on Facebook, and another one called The Review, which is all about commercial real estate. So you can find us there as well. So thank you for joining us. And as I'm fond of saying, be kind, share your knowledge. Now go be amazing. Thank you for watching till the end of the show. If you'd like to be a guest on CLIC Connect or a production partner, please DM us on our YouTube channel at California Lodging Investment Conference. Thank you.